In this video, we're going to record the VAT tax process inside of Striven. What we will cover is setup, post self-imposed VAT tax or consumer use tax, post VAT tax imposed by vendors, and reporting and paying the VAT tax. First, we'll go through setup. In setup, we're going to create a general ledger account for VAT tax, which has been prepaid. This is the VAT tax that we have paid to other vendors, which they will report on to the government. And therefore, we do not have to pay. The VAT tax payable is the tax that we collect from consumers or have posted as self-imposed tax that we still owe to the government. We will create VAT tax agency, a tax agency vendor, and create VAT tax item. To create the general ledger accounts, we're going to go from your dashboard to accounting and then chart of accounts. You would click add to add a new GL account. You would put in the account name, account type, and the parent account. I have already created the VAT tax accounts, so let's review those. So I have the VAT tax prepaid. It is listed as a current asset and is under the parent account prepaid. Save and close. For sales tax payable, I have VAT tax payable. This is VAT tax payable is listed as a current liability, and has a parent account of sales tax payable. Save and close. The prepaid account, again, is going to be where all of the taxes that you have paid to other vendors, all the VAT taxes that you have paid to other vendors, will be recorded as the Canadian government gives you a credit for the VAT taxes that you have already paid. The VAT tax payable are going to be all of the VAT taxes that you have collected from consumers or that you have posted as a self-imposed VAT tax. Next, we are going to create a VAT tax agency and a tax agency vendor. From your desktop, go to Company, Settings, Accounting, Tax, and Agencies. Okay. Here you can see I've already got a VAT tax, an HST tax for Ontario, and I've got a tax group for the HST and VAT. So I'm going to go through the steps of adding a new tax agency. So we're going to click on Add. We're going to select whether it's a state, city, or other. So for VAT tax, we would click Other, and we're going to put in VAT tax. This is not a tax group. This tax agency is going to be the Canada Revenue Agency. If we did not have the Canada Revenue Agency already existing, we would click Add, and we would click here and search, and we would get a Google result for Canada Revenue Agency, and we could just click Add. Here, we've already added it, so we can just click Select. Then we would enter in the tax amount. We'll say 2%, just for this example. It does not include shipping, and it is not going to be our default. So normally you'd hit Save. Right now we're going to hit Close. So we can see here's our existing one, and we have it set at 5%. Again, it's a no. And then in this example, we have the HST tax for Ontario at 15%. Now, because some purchases are going to have both an HST and a VAT tax, but we have to record those separately, just because of the way VAT taxes are handled, what we'll do is we'll create a tax group that includes both the HST tax that we have already set up and the VAT tax. And this is where we would check it as a tax group. Put in the name, and this one we would set as our default. Then we'll hit save and close. Next, we're going to set up the item for VAT tax paid. This is going to record the VAT tax that you are paying to other vendors. So we're going to go to accounting, items. Now I've already got the VAT tax code set up in my system. So we'll look at that item. So the item name I put in as VAT tax prepaid. The item type is going to be non-inventory. The category can be whatever you'd like to put in there. I had added the tax expense, and you can do a quick add using the category add button right here. The next important thing is the income and expense account is going to be set to VAT tax prepaid. That's the GL account that we had set up earlier. And then we're going to click on save and close. Now that we're done with setup, we're going to go through a few examples. First, we'll be posting a self-imposed VAT or use tax. So you would use the process of posting self-imposed VAT or use tax when you make a purchase outside of your country or outside of the state where you intend to use the product. They sometimes will have these VAT or use taxes. So you'll need to charge yourself these taxes and record it to pay to the local government. So we're going to go to vendors, and we're going to pull up an existing purchase order that I already have. So in this example, we're in Canada, and we're making a purchase from CDW United States. So this vendor is not charging us a VAT tax. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our bill. And on our bill, we're going to put my company as the customer, and we're going to mark this as billable because we're going to create an invoice for myself for that VAT tax. So we're going to hit save and close. And now we're going to go to customer, and we're going to create an invoice. We're going to select my company, and we're going to look for some unbilled items where we see our Lenovo. So we're going to go ahead and add that. And since we're not really charging ourselves for the Lenovo because we've already paid for it, we are going to back this out. And it's very important right here, we do not check the taxable. Okay. And this is going to change from the VAT HST. We are just going to want the VAT tax. Update. So now you can see that the VAT tax on this item comes to $130.70. But we've zeroed this out because this is not taxable. It does not adjust off the VAT tax. And then to close out this invoice, we're going to adjust this tax expense. We're going to adjust off the 130.70. And again, it's going to be untaxable. And we're going to have a quantity of -1. So we've got our invoice at a 0 amount. We're adjusting off the VAT tax to the sales tax expense item code, and we are recording that $130.70 to the VAT tax. So we're going to go to saving. The next example we're going to do is to record VAT taxes collected by our vendors. From the dashboard, we're going to go to Vendors and open an existing purchase order. This one is from CDW Canada. And from the purchase order, we're going to create a bill. Now on the bill from CDW, we will have the Lenovo ThinkPad. We're going to add our VAT tax, and it is currently 5%. So we're going to do 2614, which is the price of the laptop, times 0.05, gives us the 130.70. And our sales tax, and all of these tax amounts are already going to be presented on the vendor invoice, but I'm just going to calculate them for now. So 2614. Okay, now we've recorded both the VAT tax and our sales tax, and we're going to hit save and close.